We do need a yoga block for today, or a stack of books that's covered up with a blanket to make you comfortable. One side will hold the head, and the block will be between the shoulder blades. So I'm just giving a moment for everybody to collect that. We're going to allow the heart space and the shoulders to be the beginning of the class, to opening up into this area. For any of you that are feeling stuck in the chest, maybe physically having stuckness, congestion, or even mentally, emotionally stuckness in the heart center. The holidays are known to bring out sometimes very complex emotions, reflecting on the past. So beginning with the block between the shoulder blades, you're going to come with your back sitting towards the block. And the easiest way to do this is to come onto your elbows and then feel that block. You should have the hands behind you and have enough space to slide the block. You want it lengthwise, or the long way. And as you start to nestle in, taking your hands behind your head as you come down to the floor. Now, you could take the neck all the way, or the head all the way to the floor, or support it with an extra. Now the arms can stay right here, opening the shoulders, opening the armpits. Some options would be to hold opposite elbow as well. And bringing your awareness to your spine, recognizing all of the complexities of communication that are happening right now, likely without your awareness. You know, the liver's taking care of its checklist of things to do, the kidneys, the heart. Hormones are moving around, immune defense, all these things happening. We don't have to control it. It is a gift. Becoming more aware of your deliberate drawing in of the breath through the nostrils. Exhaling out the nostrils. What a beautiful design that the nose has to filter and condition and moisturize the air before it enters the lungs. And slowly releasing the arms if you had them above the head, down by your sides for these last few breaths. Just drawing your hands closer towards your feet. And then turning your head to one side, we're going to exit the block. Slide the block off to its side, coming back onto your back. Remove anything that is behind the neck or the head. And with your feet flat on the mat, with your heels a little snug, tucked towards your hips and your feet in alignment with the hips, hands by your sides, we're going to do a few bridges. So as you press into your feet, tuck your tail, just lifting the sacrum and then the low lumbar and then the mid back up to about the shoulder blades, and slowly rolling back down through all the vertebrae along the way. Taking your time to peel up the layers of the bones and the muscles along the spine. And then gently place them down. We'll add a little tilt to the pelvis. Exhaling all the air out as you lower the hips. We're going to add the arms now. So as the pelvis comes up, the arms will come up and you'll inhale. And as you go down, the arms follow and the exhale as well. So synchronizing. And just one more time, arms lifting up. Now keeping the arms down, reversing the flow of so the legs pressing down, lifting the hips and the spine. And as you lower your spine, lifting the arms. So this is meant to be a meditative movement, stimulating the spine, just tonifying and pressing into those bones so they feel a little more supple. Take your time in between so it's not an exertion so much of energy and strength. It is stabilizing. And somewhere in the middle of over effort and just subtle movement. And then this last time, as the hips move up, we'll leave the arms just where they are and slowly lower them down. Drawing the knees into your body and rocking side to side. Lost some apparatus here. So we're going to move into cat, catching its tail. So this is a side bend twist. So you're going to reach behind with your right hand for your left foot or your left ankle. And then both legs go over to the left. And you're going to start to bring that left foot with you as you rotate over to the right. Now you have a block you can place your right knee on if it's a little too much to make it to the floor. And continue thinking of that back bend and a twist at the same time. So you can variation the intensity Maybe a little less back bend and more twist, or vice versa, a little more twist and less back bend. So settle in here. We'll bring that left arm up and over. If you can feel tension lingering in the face, let it go. There'll be some tension required. For example, in the hand and the arm or the right side, it's got to grip, but no more than what you need. So let up just a little bit. Maybe see if you can kind of let go slightly and still maintain the shape. Think of a cat here, right? Cat catching its tail. You've seen cats going in all these amazing contortion poses. And just notice if your mind has wandered, we want to bring it back into the body, giving your attention to this, your gift, this gift of this vessel. It's filtering the air around you. It's likely in the process of digesting food from earlier today, breaking down and creating energy, removing toxins. And enjoy this the next 5 breaths, completely letting go before we move on, but being here now. As you let go of your tail, bring your legs together and come onto your side. So we let the spine neutral out. And then from that neutral spine back onto the back. And we'll hug in, massaging. Uh-oh. And bringing your legs together. Sorry, computer was giving me some weird feedback. So we'll do the same thing other side. Left hand holds the right ankle. And we're gonna go cat catching its tail. And for those of you who have cats and cat owners, you know that cats are just this hallmark or mascot of relaxation in all these twisted poses. They immediately know how to relax, draped over a bookcase or some kind of ledge. So draping yourself and then scanning for unnecessary tension. We'll take the right arm up and over. So loosening your grip just a little bit. See there's more, or see if there's less effort that you can exert to maintain and surrender here. In the same way as you surrender and release the day, let go of the position of the day, let go of whatever didn't get finished or started, or anything that might have gone outside the lines of your expectation. Relishing these final 5 breaths. And you release the tail, the legs will come together, and then coming on your side. And rather than come onto your back, we're going to go onto the tummy. So mindfully flipping over into a sphinx pose, which means you're on your elbows And let the toes point back behind. And you can wiggle your derriere a little bit, release any of the tension that may have built up in the cat catching tails. And we're going to hang out here. Grab a block for your head if it's just that time to lower it, but you might like lifting the head and maybe doing a few neck circles here. So we'll do that. Release the tension in the hips and let go of any squeezing that the buttocks might be going through. Just let all that be supple. Just taking the neck around a few times each direction, and then we'll let it rest on a block. And I like the block into the forehead. So if you have tension in the eyebrow area, that edge of the block just at the corner, they're soft enough if you've got not a wooden block, which they do make, or even the corks, they're kind of a little hard too, but these ones you can kind of get into the eyebrow ridge, the muscles in the forehead, give them a nice massage too. While we enjoy the sphinx curving in the spine here. This is a nice time to breathe into the diaphragm and get a sensation back from the floor because it's making contact there. So breathing deeply and pushing against the floor. This helps to tonify and strengthen this low muscle, the abdominals there. And awareness of the diaphragm. So low breathing. And then bringing your arms alongside your body, turning your head to one side. Bending the knees so that your legs are in the air, and we'll take a few knee circles here. Switching around. I'm going to do a few locust poses. Nice heart opening movements here. Hands will stay down, chin forward. And you're going to lift the legs and lift your chest as you inhale. And as you exhale, lowering the body back down. So lifting the legs up to the hip joint. Think of the whole leg, not just the up to the knee. And pressing down into the pubic bone as you lift up. And you may find it easier to inhale as you lift, ballooning the belly, gives you a little lift, and exhale as you lower down. And this one, last time, you can hold it a little longer, maybe even open up the hands and lift the hands. We're going to take the hands out in the shape of a T. We're going to roll over onto one shoulder. So I'm going over on the left shoulder to start. I'm going to roll over to my left side, and that left arm is going to stay perpendicular to my body, resting the head on the mat or on a block, and taking the right leg over and the right arm up and over, and maybe even behind your back. You can certainly stay on your side with your right arm and right leg more in alignment. Just being mindful where your shoulder, your left shoulder head is most comfortable in its stretch. Scanning the body for unnecessary tension. In these last 30 seconds or 5 breaths, counting to yourself. Releasing any tightness in your chest or any emotional uneasiness. Just allow that to wash through you. We'll start to bring that right arm and right leg back, and then the belly making contact. I'll bring that arm back into the body on the left side.
Switching the right arm out. And when you're ready, sinking a little deeper into the pose. These last 5 breaths. Taking the left side and the left leg, we come making contact again with the belly. And then pressing into your hands and rising up. We'll pass through and into child's pose. So having a nice wide knee, perhaps adding a blanket of comfort, or even going sideways if you do have a very wide stance for your child's pose, and you don't want to slide off the mat here. So just noticing, bringing your mind around to the concept of being a gift to ourselves and being a gift to the world, and however that is defined for you. In other words, the highest energies, seeing others as a gift,
offering your talents, offering your time as a gift. Recognizing that everything you do is to be appreciated and praised from outside of yourself. That animating energy that has been given to all of us, that universal life force that is our gift, animating us and giving us ideas and the means to express who we really are. Enjoying these last 5 breaths in the child's pose.
And we're going to move from our child's pose into some dragons. So this is a very deep lunge, and we'll begin with the right foot forward in front of the body at the top of the mat, and then tucking the left foot back, possibly giving that left knee some support here. And 2 blocks works really well, or even 1 hand on one, or 2 hands on one block. Notice how the knee and the ankle are stacked. The foot is not before the knee, it's in front of the knee. And nestling in here to the dragon. So we hang out for connective tissue to let go and release. So a modification for this, if being on the knee is a troublesome thing, is to be in a happy baby pose. So you can do one or half happy baby. So you would just do the one leg, half saddle, or half happy baby, same thing. And so you'll be on your back. We're going to take a little side view. So twisting toward that right knee and looking behind you. So a little side dragon. Really grounding that front foot to stay stabilized in this twisting dragon. And then we'll bring it back to center. Just this last minute, we're going to slide that front foot a little farther forward, wherever you have some room available. And some of you may have a split out there, so if you want to go into a split, by all means, you can. And then we'll draw that hips back, straighten the leg, counterbalance the dragon, and then come back into a table. We can even stretch back that opposite leg and you give your knee a little rub, which is going to alleviate any ways we go into the dragon on the other side. So we start off just in the traditional dragon, both hands to the inside, front foot slightly kind of to the edge. So left foot forward, stacking knee on top of ankle. So getting right into that hip flexor. And then the extensor on the right side. So get your groove, find your groove. And then an option to take just a slight twisting dragon. So just kind of come towards yourself on that left side. You want to be sure to ground the front foot. So it may want to roll to the edge, but we just want to stay firmly rooted in the twist. And then coming back through to center and slightly bringing that forward foot, left foot towards the front of your mat. And you can stay there, or if you'd like to go into a full split, half, maybe challenging yourself or slowly moving into it. So oh yeah.
And then bringing that, let's let the hips go back. We'll take a nice forward counter. And then into the tabletop. Just stretching the legs back. We're going to come off of the knees here and come back onto our back. And going into some side bananas before we move into Shavasana. So side bananas are really the best way to end class. So you know the shape of a banana, that's where we're going. So it's going to begin with both arms up and overhead, grasping opposite elbow. And we're going to start to take the right ankle and cross it over the left ankle. So you're going to cross those feet. Oops. And they're going to both be over to the far left corner of your mat. So both legs crossed and over to the far corner of the left side. And now we're going to take our head and our rib cage and start to create a soft curve on the left side. So we make our way here to side banana, soft curve. The hips are grounded, shoulders are grounded. And once you find your way into it, relax. Become like a soft banana, soft ripeness. Allow yourself to slip into the evening in a way that you yield to a softer side of you, the yin side of yourself. We'll start to unravel the banana from the left. So bringing the torso and the rib cage, the spine back center, and change the cross of your arms. So forearms switch, and then open up the feet. This time the left ankle crosses all the way over the right, and both legs are over on the far corner of the right side of the mat. So that's left over right, and then bringing your rib cage and sliding that elbow sideways as if your elbow could touch your toes, and a side banana towards the right side, opening up on the left. And starting to move back to center. We'll go into the starfish, a starfish version of shavasana. So in other words, separating the feet and separating the arms, and thinking of ourselves as that 5-pointed star. This guiding light is within us, guiding us to the treasures within. Spending time and awareness in our own stillness is where all the answers start to bubble up to the surface, when we clear out distraction and emotional disturbances and feedback that we may have learned from others. So yoga asks us to quiet and tune into our higher selves, our higher frequencies. So allow your starlight to be there with you for every breath here. You, the gift. Enjoying these final 5 breaths, drawing in and out through the heart center, just sending out that heart abundance. If you're feeling an abundance, send it out to the world. If you're still needing your cup filled, send it out to your fingertips and toes, and send it all to cells. Bringing one hand over your heart, the other hand over that hand. Just love and compassion for yourself. We'll start to roll over to your side and gently come up into seated pose as we come into the ending of our class, keeping those hands still over your heart center. This is a wonderful way if in the middle of your day, if something hits you hard in your heart, you can just place your hands here and breathe into your hands. It has a lovely way of soothing and comforting the body and the mind. So reminding yourself that you are the gift, and what you offer to others and out into the world is a gift to them, but it always comes back to yourself. We are so
connected. And I'm so grateful. I feel all of you are gifts for me. So thank you for your support and gathering the time that it takes and carving out to have the practice and sharing your practice with me. I feel like that's a great honor, and I'm very grateful for all of you. And whatever you're celebrating, may it be wonderful. Hug your family, and we'll put our hands together in gratitude for this everything that is here now. We'll sing an om or chant an om. Let that vibration shine out from your heart, allowing your breath to rise. Namaste, everybody.
Namaste.